All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give our praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to your Akim and few Akwaf that's in obedience. And brothers on the highways and byways pushing this truth, risking your lives and freedom more so than ever. Back at you to another lesson, man. You're starting to see your average Jake, 2/3. They starting to get tired of the silliness in this world too, crashing out. Jake at work. Just kind of tired of how Esau's continuously handling things, and the Lord's putting the spirit on Jake. Even the 2/3 is going to be taking some Edomites out, but of course, Edomites it's going to be all out war, sedition among men. So I got a few videos. Because iniquity is abound, the love of many is waxing cold. I got a few videos that I've been collecting. All right. Excuse me. This one is with this sister at IHOP. Excuse me. You see this young lady, she crashing out, and that's what, the pride of these Edomites. You see them Edomites, they know they in the wrong, so they just laughing and trying to laugh it off and shit like that. But you could tell she telling the truth. You could tell that she has been tired of the oppression. She's been holding a lot in. So she just finally, and all these Edomites can do is just sit and laugh like she's crazy, because that's what they do, But the thing is, these 2/3 getting roused up, man, and the Lord's gonna put the spirit on them too, I done had enough type spirit, for that Jacob's trouble. I'm gonna come back to this. What was that? Who will rouse? I think it's the precept. Genesis chapter 49, verse 9. Judah is the lion's whelp from the prey. My son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? It's a lot of these, because Judah was you got the Black Panthers and Malcolm X and all, when Judah was roused up, they didn't know who they were though. They were roused up and they kind of, now Judah is all fucked up and stooped down and stuff like that, but they're about to get roused up again because it's the same. Esau's been using the same playbook, and these Israelites are realizing like, man, this shit, man, you got me fucked up type shit, and it's getting there. And there's countless videos like this, man. Genesis chapter 49, verse 9 in the NLT, Judah, my son, is a young lion that has finished eating its prey. Like a lion, he crouches and lies down. Like a lioness, who dares to rouse him, Let's go back. And, from personal experiences and hearing other people's, Jake's experiences, Esau be petty on the job, man. Esau does a lot of unnecessary petty ass shit because they can. It's in the power of their hands. And they just be fucking with Jake. And shit, Jake's starting to be like, man, fuck y'all. Especially when these jobs they getting fired and shit like that. Jake's starting to, they start to rouse up. Got some more. This one right here, boy. They getting tired of that precious ass shit. They ain't gonna be able to keep on doing that shit. Look at that. Even with the pride of these women, man, Jake ain't, these motherfuckers, ain't nobody playing no more, man, nowadays, That's not it. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna go to because people getting colder and colder, man. Nobody finna have patience for bullshit. Nobody has patience for bullshit. It's getting more intense. Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. People are getting cold out here, man. All right, let's get it. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in that last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. From such turn away, you know. All that stuff is in the mix and it's going to cause nothing but friction. friction. All right. You know, and this judgment has to be done like this young lady right here celebrating that she went and had or finna go have an abortion. You know, it's sick. These motherfuckers is through, man. She went and took a shot of liquor, pregnant, went straight into Planned Parenthood, dancing and talking about fuck the baby, you know. This is the society we living in, man. You know. Murderers of children. Let's go to that. It's the wisdom of Solomon. And also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh and the feast of blood, you know. A lot of these women that's going and having these abortions happily and stuff like that, man, they gonna have to pay for that shit, man. You know. Scripture said, thou shalt not kill, you know. And they just excited. They like really killing the babies, man. Happy. That's why, you know, they were so pissed off that Kamala Harris didn't get in office because she was all about that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of judgment finna happen, man, and the Lord is gonna put vengeance on certain people. The vengeance gonna be on the spirit of vengeance gonna be on Edomites to take down Jake, and the spirits of vengeance gonna be on Jake to take down Edomites, or Jake to take down other Eve and Jake. It's gonna be all a mixture, man. You know, it's gonna get crazy. You know, especially when the power outage is gone. There's no food. When the price of living gets super high, it's finna get real messy, you know. And these people don't realize they're creating their lot. They're creating their justification of death. That's what they're doing, you know. That's why in these times, man, it's just best to get right with the Lord, man. Don't get on the Lord's angry side, because that judgment is gonna come for sure. And these people just they don't see it coming. Speaking of the pregnancy shit, we got a sister on one of these things. Man, I'm talking about, it's crazy. Let me see. Bear with me. Trying to find it. Yep, right here. It's the same one, but it's a timeline or many different posts of it. And these women are gonna be the ones that's gonna be trying to take when the power go off and shit like that. They all happy to kill babies and shit. Look at this one young woman. A baby talking about the baby been swimming in Casamigos. Women tells off pro-life protesters, persuading her to not get an abortion.
Are too strong to be torn apart by suction alone. This is a Sofer clamp. A Sofer clamp is made of stainless steel. It's about 13 inches long. The business end is about 2.5 inches long and a half-inch wide. There are rows of sharp teeth. This is a grasping instrument. When it gets a hold of something, it does not let go. The abortionist uses this clamp to grasp an arm or leg. Once he has a firm grip, the abortionist pulls hard in order to tear the limb from the baby's body. One by one, the rest of the limbs are removed, along with the intestines, the spine, and the heart and lungs. Usually the most difficult part of the procedure is extracting the baby's head, which is about the size of a large plum at 20 weeks. The head is grasped and crushed. The abortionist knows he has crushed the skull when a white substance comes out of the cervix. This was the baby's brains. The abortionist then removes skull pieces. All are too strong to be torn apart by suction alone. He removes the placenta and any leftover parts of the baby with a curette, scraping the lining of the uterus for any remaining tissue. The abortionist then collects the baby parts and reassembles them to make sure that there are 2 arms, 2 legs, and all the pieces. Once all the parts have been accounted for, the abortion is complete. For the woman, this procedure carries a significant risk of major complications, including perforation or laceration of the uterus or cervix, with possible damage to the bowel, bladder, and other maternal organs. Infection and hemorrhage can also occur, which can even lead to death. Future pregnancies are also at greater risk for loss or premature delivery due to abortion-related trauma and injury to the cervix. As I mentioned at the beginning, I'm Dr. Anthony Levatino.
This is the documented moment of conception. And the first...
And a lot of women have had multiple abortions, and they have these adverse effects from them. The dead down there. It's like a cemetery down there for real. Like it's a cemetery down there for sure. And this is and we know what they do to the fetuses. We know what they do. They put it in the food. They sacrifice it. They put it on their faces. They do a lot of wicked shit with the fetuses, man. Do your studies on Margaret Sanger, In Jeremiah 1:5, the Lord said, Yahweh says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. So, it's all blasphemy when they say that the baby's not alive and stuff like that. When they doing it, they try to justify it. They all got to pay for it, man. They got to pay for this shit. This shit is wicked. Exodus 20:13, thou shalt not kill, And that's where a lot of these women are murderers. That's why they walk around being, real cold-hearted, because they are actually murderers. They don't care for life. All right. And they have to pay for that. They have to pay, unless they repent and, and get right with the Lord and find them a righteous husband or whatever they got to do, but they have to pay for that, I know I switched the spirit up a little bit, but this stuff here is important, man. It's really getting crazy out here, People bugged out. Here goes a picture. Here go a video of judgment. This is what the judgment is going to look like unexpectedly. Look at this. Look at this judgment. Look at damn. You never know when judgment is going to come. That's pure judgment right there, man. Pure judgment. That's wickedness too. They're going to have to be judged. Look at this judgment here, man. Crazy. Boom. Lord. That's how a lot of these women, it's going to be many ways that the judgment is going to happen. But that's one of them, real quick. The Lord that didn't happen for no reason, all right? Just know that, all right? It didn't just happen for no reason, all right? It's a lot of bugged out shit going on, man. And like I said, get back to this topic. I'm sorry. It's lucky I went kind of left. But it's going to be sedition among men. It's going to be a sedition among men, man. People are getting, you know, they're getting crazy out here. Second Esdras chapter 15 verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right. So these people are losing trust in their presidents. All, you know, there's plenty of Trump supporters. It's like, man, I made a mistake. I don't trust Trump anymore. I know he's bought and sold, you know, and they finna turn up. A lot of people are getting aroused, not just Jake, but a lot of people are getting real intense, man, because this society is going down the drain, you know. And like I said, they're being preserved for judgment. Many people are being preserved for judgment, man. All right. Executed speedily. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear there before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh. Let's get that in the NLT. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11 through 13 in NLT. When a crime is not punished quickly, people feel it is safe to do wrong. And that's what's wrong with this society. Just because the Lord hasn't judged you right away, if it makes you feel like you can keep on doing it. It makes you feel like you've got away with it. But the Lord actually is preserving you for that destruction. Like Jacob's trouble, he's preserving you for ultimate destruction in that day that's to come. But even though a person sins 100 times and still lives a long time, I know that those who fear God, Yahweh, will be better off. You know, the wicked will not prosper, for they do not fear Yahweh. Their days will never grow long like the evening shadows, you know. So, you know, it's that judgment is coming. So, you know, everybody, even you Jake and you Eve, even Esau, they feel like they're getting away with shit, but they really not. You got that time is coming, you know, and it's gonna hit them suddenly, just like you just seen that video. All of a sudden, that's how it's gonna hit them. All of a sudden. Just like I read that scripture, man. Esau finna come down, man. What's that, Revelations 12 and 12? Excuse me. Yeah, Revelations 12 and 12, man. Esau got it set, and that ain't just in Texas. That's the brother that's in Texas and stuff. It ain't just in Texas. They got it all over the place. Right? Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right? You know, it's going down, man. Yeah, these devils is finna come down, all right, upon this place. All right? Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. All right, and that's these 2/3, man. They finna be hit off guard, man. It's gonna be scary, man. They gonna be scared like a woman, holding themselves. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's talking about the elect gonna be saved out of it. The brothers that's putting in that work and that's applying themselves, not just hearers, but doers. The ones that's not just hearing, but they're doing. For this shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and the strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. All right. Daniel 12 and 1. In that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. All right. So it's going to be some troubling times, man, but the elect going to be saved. The elect going to be preserved. All right. But hope this was edifying to the elect. Until next time, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah.